35. Pretty incredible, huh?
12 to go?
13 to go. We're in Utah now, and this is Rattlesnake Pass. We're still north of, what is it, Salt Lake City? It's a very pretty drive. Beautiful day for a drive. Ernst is stunned.
It's really pretty.
This could be your backyard.
Good, I feel.
It's gorgeous. Here's the valley. There it is, Salt Lake City. Beautiful view.
Out there walking in Utah while Sarah went to the store. It's really beautiful from this neighborhood. Like you have the flowers and the trees and the mountains in the background and the blue sky. Really nice here in Salt Lake. Really pretty.
All right, it is day 1 in Utah, first full day. We are going into the Salt Lake City area. We're gonna go check out the Great Salt Lake, as it is called, and then go from there to see what today holds. It is April 9th, it's a Saturday, so maybe we'll find some like street things to do pre-Easter weekend.
Yeah, we're heading to Beer and Coffee.
Oh yes, we're gonna go find some beer and coffee. So stay tuned. Salt Lake, I just read the pamphlet while Ernst was in the bathroom. So the salt comes from 4 major rivers and a bunch of different streams that come into the lake, but there's nowhere for the lake to go to, like it just is in. So the evaporation takes place, leaving behind a bunch of minerals. It has billions of pounds of salt, and only millions are exported and used annually for commercial purposes. It's 14 feet deep average, and what was it? I was gonna say resorts. Oh, the saltiness is, if the ocean salt water is 3%, this ranges from 5 to 28% depending on the water levels. So super salty, not a lot of animals thrive. Birds like it. There's some shrimp, algae, and some sort of fly lives here, but no like fish.
Over there is more sandy, but then here it got really salty.
Yeah, we think that this area is normally underwater, or can be underwater, I guess. But you hear the crunch?
So as we get closer to the water, the smell is intensifying, and it doesn't smell good, it smells pretty bad. Fun fact is that the Great Sand Lakes, Salt Lakes, are as big as Rhode Island and New Hampshire, Delaware together. So it's pretty big.
It smells, the minerals left behind truly smell terribly. Kind of think of like tide pools and low tide and whatnot. Like it shows the ocean floor, but also like sulfur and like other like minerals.
Like old water.
Yeah, right.
That's dried off and somebody has peed on it. That kind of.
So we're not swimming today.
Because it's like a small smell, and then if you take a really good little sniff, you get like a little pee smell. So I don't know.
It's also been interesting to see the different I guess layers of what's washed up. You can see like there's reds and greens and oranges. I think that's the algae. But then even of the minerals, it's like
dirty shoes.
Hard and black, and then soft and brown, and it's just interesting. But then look at what's behind Ernst.
The mountain.
The mountain. Cleanest of its kind. There's a copper mine right there. That's why it smells bad. Potentially. Probably also the minerals, but also that there's a copper mine right there. And it's an open mine. And that's really cool. Just learning something new. Check out Utah.
Are you done? About to drink Bjorn's brew?
It's a coffee chain here in Salt Lake City. They have like 3 or 4 locations, and a lot of their proceeds go to animal shelters and animal charities, I guess, in the area. And so we're going to get too. So there's our little, not our Bjornie, but Bjorn's brew. Okay, so we got our little ginger snap.
Sarah, we're spilling. Stop.
Got the biscuits, got the chai, got the double shot in the dark, got a hangry husband, got a Bjorn who didn't get his dog treat because they forgot about him. Aww. Thank you, Bjorns. Driving in the city. We'll look up what this arch is, and then we'll
left onto East 0 south
let you know.
south, then slight left.
Yeah, so we're going to the temples, which is a big deal for LDS people. So a lot of Salt Lake is obviously populated by members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And there's like Temple Square was what we were going to look for, but it seems like a lot of it is under construction. So we're gonna pass that up. So they have the family history library. I guess the ancestors of members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are very good at record keeping. So they have a big genealogy place.
Oh, shoot. They just entered a car. Should have find them and just taken their spot.
Hmm?
Bjorn, come.
We are in, wow, I don't know how to walk and talk at the same time. We are in Memorial Park.
No.
And Bjorn's gonna go swimming. They
Bjorn,
have a...
No. I wanted to get wet.
Oh, I have towels.
Okay.
They have this freedom trail that's like, you're supposed to be able to go along and ponder and appreciate the freedom that we have, but it's an off-leash dog trail. So there's no cars on the road, and each side is like quite steep, so I guess that's why they let dogs do it, but Bjorn is clearly a fan. We didn't let him swim in the Great Salt Lake, so I assume that's probably part of the reason why he's water eager right now. And he almost laid down. You're okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He's got a friend on shore. Does it make you happy? You like seeing our boy happy? You're such a liar. Find! Where's your stick? Is that your stick? Go to Papa. Get it! Oh no, we're not throwing it. We are gonna move it out of the way. Okay, get it! Pick it up, come on. You're gonna carry it. He found it in the river. It's a hollow, and then he just drops it in the middle of the path. My boys. Alright, next stop on our Utah Salt Lake City
Turn
journey
left onto 400 south, then you'll arrive at your
is
destination.
University of Utah. We know nothing about them, we're gonna go check out their campus. Have you enjoyed looking at campuses throughout the country? Like we drove through, what was the one we drove through in University of Idaho? Boise State?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's cool.
Wait till we get to Colorado State and you'll see what you were missing.
I know.
You've arrived.
How beautiful though.
Wow, with the mountains
Right? Not an ugly campus.
That's cool.
It's probably on Easter break because, well, it's also a Saturday, but next weekend is Easter, so
Watch for trains.
they might have like a shuttle train. We've just been very impressed with like the fact that the snow-capped mountains are everywhere you look. Like you'll turn on and make a turn and go towards another mountain, but it's all quite beautiful. I think it's a great time of year to visit because it's 55 and you can see the snow, but you don't have to be in the snow. Lots of cyclists. All right, so we are now at BYU. Just Stadium Tour of America is what you guys are in tune for. But apparently BYU and Liberty played each other back in the day, and
Either last year or this year, I forgot. But
and at the time they played, it was Liberty was undefeated, BYU's football team was undefeated, and Notre Dame's football team was undefeated, and
You've arrived.
BYU beat Liberty. But I mean, this campus is, it's interesting because it's differently beautiful. Like like Liberty University's campus is just beautiful because of the buildings, but we haven't found the buildings yet of BYU's campus. But look at that backdrop. It's a mountain, just a wall. Okay, so BYU's campus is behind us, and that's a temple. And it's got, what did you say?
We're just zinging through the road.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
Continue on 900 East for half
It's
a mile.
really beautiful. Back
Creamery on nights. Gotta get their ice cream.
yeah. It is Sunday, April 10th, and we are headed out of Salt Lake City to Moab area for a hip camp, and we're gonna go check out some national parks and state parks. Since we only spent one day in Salt Lake, I don't know that I'm gonna do a Rosebud of Thorn, but what's something that you learned while we were in Salt Lake City, Ernst?
Their view and the whole area gets very polluted quite often, and they actually struggle with air quality. And they're trying to figure out something to do to get rid of it and get it better. But we saw it 2 of the days where it's just very misty and cloudy and muggy,
Foggy. Yeah,
foggy.
like,
But today it's beautiful again and really nice with the mountains. So yeah.
so I learned L letters. You can see there's a G. Let's see, where is it? There's a G. Oh, there it is. Over there. I don't know if you can see it. Hang on. There's a G on the. Basically, hill letters are like BYU and University of Utah have like the U's and Y's, but then like high schools and other communities in the valley will write a letter on the mountainside to just show team spirit and territory marking. I don't know. It's kind of interesting though. Learned a lot about the Great Salt Lake. That was pretty cool. And then just learning about the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But Salt Lake, I think, is somewhere we would probably come back to visit, maybe, or just this area where it's a valley. Cut that. I think Salt Lake City is somewhere really special. Don't know if we'll come back, but we love the valley versus mountains scenery. So I'm really eager for the rest of like Colorado area.